Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Third Wave Trades. Before we get into today's video, guys, I got a couple of quick announcements for you guys. First off, thank you guys so much, everybody who's been subscribing, liking, commenting as we are growing this channel. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you all who have been tuning in to the live streams that we've been doing this week on Tesla. I will be doing more live streams, and I'm trying to make a consistent schedule that I will be able to follow. So with that said, guys, tomorrow I will be streaming 9:30 at market open. We'll be taking a look at Tesla primarily, but if you guys are interested in looking at other stocks and tickers, we can do that as well. Nextly, guys, like I said, I just created a TikTok channel and a Instagram channel, right? So on both of those platforms, I will be providing quick, brief updates, for you guys who don't really have time to tune into these longer formatted videos, or if you can't catch the streams. I will be posting quick updates on Instagram and TikTok on what I think are potential trade moves, just recaps on the stock market in general, and which tickers I think are strong, right? So just in a very quick formatted way. So be sure to follow me on that. It's at Third Wave Trades for both TikTok and Instagram. Also, guys, I am working on my Patreon website. So if you guys are interested in just learning more about different trading strategies, I'll be providing a complete library of content, right, for you guys, from Elliott Wave Principle to Stan Weinstein stage analysis, the Wyckoff method, supply and demand, basic technical analysis 101, right, for anybody. So there's something for everybody if you guys are interested in that, as well as just watching me do live sessions daily, giving you guys one-on-one feedback on my own personal trades if you guys want to follow those, as well as just having a community where we can all just come together and trade together. Please let me know, and we will be having that up and running within 2 to 3 weeks. So just be sure to check that out as well. All right, so I'll provide the links for all of these things down below. All right, so thank you guys so much. Be sure to tune in tomorrow 9:30 for the live session on Tesla. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Third Wave Trades. For today's video, we're going to be doing an update on NIO, ticker symbol NIO, and we'll also take a quick look at Rivian, ticker symbol RIVN. Both of these stocks are in the EV market, and I believe we are starting to see a rotation into the EV sector from the AI semiconductor sector. So I think both of these stocks present a lot of good potential in terms of trades and long-term investing opportunities. And we're going to take a look at them both in terms of their Elliott wave count on a macro and micro scale, as well as going over a couple things in terms of stage analysis, moving averages, and things like that. All right, so before we get started, guys, quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research, and/or consult with a financial advisor before making any trading or investment decisions. Secondly, guys, if you could, please hit the like button down below if you guys find the content useful, and please subscribe to the channel if you guys want more Elliott wave breakdowns on your favorite stocks, cryptos, and commodities. Alright, guys, so I won't spend too much time going into the macro count for NIO, because we did that last time in my last video. You guys can find that on the channel. But basically, we had a first wave move up back in 2021, and from that time we've basically been doing a long correction, and I believe that correction is now over, so we could be starting a third wave higher, right? The potential for the third wave could see us go all the way up to roughly $115 if this is in fact the third wave starting. Now, it may take a year, 2 years, 3 years to get there, but that would be the long-term price target for this move. Now, in terms of what's playing out right now, it looks like it is getting the bounce for the first wave, moving up in the third wave. What I really wanted to see, and I said this in my last video, was a break above the 30-week moving average, right? Because that would correspond to a stage 2 breakout in terms of Stan Weinstein's stage analysis. And we've finally got that, right? So after this period of consolidating, right, and hovering right below the 30-week moving average, we've finally gotten above this 30-week moving average, and now the question is whether or not we can hold and stay above this 30-week moving average. I believe we will, but I don't think now is necessarily the time to get in. Instead, what we want to see is a break above some of these key levels here. So the first would be this $10.60. The next would be around $13, and then finally around $14.20, right? Because essentially what that would mean is that we would end this pattern of lower highs and lower lows, and then we could be starting a pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Once we do that, then we can safely say that the downtrend is over, and we are starting to make a pattern going higher, right? So that's basically where I believe the first wave will take us, somewhere around that $15 range, and I'll get into that price targets for that specifically in a little bit. But once we do that, then what would follow is a second wave down, and I think that would be the best time to buy, in my opinion, because then you basically have a stop loss in place, and you have a strong move up ahead, which would be a third wave move, right? So your risk to reward ratio after this pullback would be a really good setup for a strong trade, in my opinion. Now, in terms of what else I'm looking for, it's basically on this Mansfield relative strength index, right? So we got the break above the 30-week moving average, but what I want to see also is on this relative strength index, the Mansfield relative strength index, I want to see us break above this 0 point. Once we can do that, because I think we will pull back a little bit and break back under the 30-week moving average, and then we will come back, which will be a strong third wave move in Elliott terms. And on that move, I think we will basically be able to break the 30-week moving average, hold above it, and we'll get the crossover on the Mansfield relative strength index, as well as stay above the 50 on the RSI, which in my opinion would be the move that I'm really looking for to push higher, right? We can come take a look at it in terms of its daily, and take a look. We are above the 21 moving average, and the 21 moving average has crossed over above the 50-day moving average. So that's all a bullish sign. In terms of its micro wave count right now, it looks like we did complete a first wave, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we should be getting an ABC pullback, right? That pullback should bring us down somewhere over here for a second wave move, and once we see a bullish reversal pattern, something like a hammer candle or a bullish engulfing candle on the daily chart, that's when I think it would be a good trade setup to basically go long, because then again you have your point of invalidation, which would basically be the $7 mark, right? So that would basically be your stop loss. So this move could pull back to as low as $8.37, possibly even to $7.78, right? So if it pulls back to this 78.6%, which takes us to like around $7.80, you basically have a great risk to reward ratio, right, on this second wave pullback, because then your stop loss would be around $7, and your potential target would be roughly $15. So it would be a great risk to reward type ratio trade, right? So around $13.50, $14 would basically be your price target. So that's kind of what I'm looking for on NIO. Rivian is very similar, so we can just take a look at that. Again, we don't need to go too much in detail to the wave count, but it's something very similar. Assuming this was our first wave up, going to roughly $170. We've basically been correcting ever since, and I believe that correction is over now, and we are moving higher. The strong move that we just had looks like it was a third wave move, right? So we had a first, second, and now we're starting it. We finished the third, maybe get a fourth and a fifth, but eventually, we should get a fourth and a fifth, but eventually I'm looking for an ABC pullback, And once we get that pullback, very similar setup to NIO, that would be our second wave on a large degree, and then I would want to play this for the upside, having a stop loss right at the point of invalidation, which would be around $11.84. Right? If we look at it, same thing. We're above the 21 moving average. The 21 crossed above the 50, so it's definitely bullish, and we're taking out this high of this lower high, lower low trend. So we should be starting a new trend, but I don't think that right now is the time to basically trade it. I think there will be a pullback, and then you will get a better buying opportunity. On the weekly chart, again, we can see that we are above the 30-week moving average, right? And similarly to NIO, we didn't get the crossover yet on the Mansfield Relative Strength Index. So I do think we're going to get this pullback at some point. And once we break back above it the second time, I think we will be able to hold. But now we did break this with considerable strength. So there's a good chance that we actually, on the pullback, we come back and bounce off of the 30-week moving average. And that also would be a good signal for a opportunity to go long. All right. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for those two stocks. Again, I believe we are shifting into or rotating into the EV sector. So I'm looking at these, just watching them from afar right now, and then I will keep you guys updated on these as we move forward. All right. So if that was helpful to you guys, then please do me a favor, hit the like button down below. Please subscribe to the channel for more Elliott Wave breakdowns on your favorite stocks, cryptos, and commodities. And I will be back with more. Peace.